Hello, welcome to my tiny home. So when I was 17, I joined the Navy. I was raised in the military. My father was in the Navy as well. I was in the Navy for approximately 2 years. I had to exit out because I was pregnant and stationed in Australia. My husband was getting ready. He was also stationed in Australia, and he was getting ready to be transferred to Alaska, and then I was going to have another few years added to my Australian stay. So then I decided to get out. I received an honorable discharge. Needless to say, the marriage did not work, so I decided to go back into the military, and I went into the Army Reserves. When I went into the Army Reserves, it was non-wartime. It was peacetime. Shortly after joining the Army Reserves, it was Desert Storm. I have a foggy memory because I was bashed in the head, and I suffered some trauma, some brain injury. And I believe that I was in a coma for some time, not quite sure again. That's where things started to fall apart. That's where things didn't make sense. I did get a medical discharge in the Army Reserves. So that's where I believe things started to go downhill for me, was not being able to have the military career that I wanted to have, and just being faced with motherhood, single parenthood, and doing things all by myself. I think that was a struggle. So after about 10 years of living with my mom and being around my mother, she committed suicide, and that was quite devastating to me. I didn't understand. I still don't understand why. And that's where I fell into drugs and alcohol, real heavy. I always camped out outside the mission because I had an outside bathroom, and there was a light and a camera where I was, so I felt safer. I had quit using methamphetamines when on December 12th, 2012. And when I had quit, I was still homeless until about 6 months later, and then I got into the mission. And I have so much gratitude. You're gonna make me cry. I have so much gratitude for Fourth and Hope. They have done so much for me. They put up with me throughout my addiction, my alcoholism, and they still love me, and they still gave me the support I needed, and recognizing things within me that I couldn't recognize myself. And it's only because Fourth and Hope, they have the skills, they have the knowledge, they have the resources, and they're building and building on it. I just don't know how else I could thank them except for giving back. It's the only way I could thank Fourth and Hope, and preach about the good news. Like,